Thanks for coming back to the Ants Homestead. I'm Ness, and let's learn about beans and corn. Happy Mother's Day. It is May 14th. We're in zone 6 and we are planting our Blue Lake bush beans. We are in our raised bed. This over here is our celery, and then we have carrots, arugula, onions, and then towards the end, which we'll see in a minute, we're going to put our sassy beans. These Blue Lake bush beans can be picked earlier and have a more of a slender bean, but you can keep them on there like a few days, sometimes maybe a week longer, but usually it's just a few days, and you can get more of like your canning style bean that you snap. When people talk about snapping beans, snap them down and can them. The bean seed is a larger seed, so it's really fast to plant, and we just plant these every 4 inches. And we just put it in the ground. I worked up the soil here. This is our topsoil compost mix. Like I said, I'm just putting these every 4 inches. And I just build a little, kind of a little row. Break up the soil because this soil hadn't been broken up since we added to it at the beginning of the season in March. And then I just come through and close up my little gap, give it a good pat down. And that's our first row of Blue Lake bush beans. So I'll put one here and then one's gonna go on this other side. I will probably come back in about a week and a half to 2 weeks and plant this other side. That way we do a sort of a succession planting. Actually, you know what? Since I'm thinking about it, and we have all of this earth bed that is new this year, I'm actually going to go ahead and just get this other row going. So they need to be, about 2 feet apart, so 24 inches. So I will just go ahead and get this in. And then in 2 weeks, instead of planting this other side, I will just go through and plant some in the earth bed behind us. Probably probably in row 2, because today we're also planting direct seed, direct sowing, our cantaloupe, watermelon, zucchini, butternut, acorn, and spaghetti squash. So we talked earlier about a few new things that we're doing, and we try to do at least 1 plant per year new. Well, add to the list that we've never done spaghetti squash. So we have quite a few things that we're doing new this year. And we just cover this up like so. I like to just come through and kind of break up these big clumps. And just cover that all up, give it a good pat. Not too much. And then we'll come through and we'll water this in with water and fish emulsion, and we will stick that in the ground. And again, these are our Blue Lake bush beans. Today's May 14th. The temperature today, it's 68 and it's actually sprinkling, so this is perfect. So Mother Nature is going to help us water these in as well. So we will move on down the box and do sassy beans. Okay, now we are in the pea box, and remember we are planting our Montauk corn, sweet corn, right in the outside, the middle, and the outside of the peas. This corn has a F1, it's an F1 seed, so that is treated for disease. And we are actually going to, we're going to plant these 6 inches apart. Like I said, we have 3 rows. So we'll just go down the box like so and get our sweet corn in the ground. And it is raining a little more, so this will help water things in. We are out in the container area of the garden, and we just added some extra plants to it. We had extra cabbage and cauliflower plants that we really didn't want to go to waste, so we're just finding spots to stick them. And we had some extra buckets, so I'll turn you around and show you where we put those. So we just added a cauliflower there with the broccoli, and there's another cauliflower. We had 2 extra green peppers. They're actually an orange bell pepper. And then we just put in all of our extra cabbages right in here. And if we have something that's out in the earth bed or in the container garden that doesn't quite make it, then we can pull one of these out and replant over in the earth bed or the box. But for now, we wanted to get them in the ground because they're really getting kind of root bound, and they just kind of want to be out in the elements and in their own new soil, or maybe forever soil. So this is what we've added to the container garden area on Mother's Day, May 14th.
What are you doing with that?
Just filling it with dirt.
For what?
Some cabbage.
Do you want me to bring these other ones over too?
Sure.